with it. We're all adults. Vagina. It's just fun to say that. I love saying that word. Vagina. See, as a guy, I never get to say it because I don't have one. But I hear people say it all the time. Vagina. I was listening to some girls talk the other day, and this one girl was telling her girlfriend, "Yeah, baby, the other day I had to go in and get my vagina inspected." And it turns out, see, I did some research, and girls, once or twice a year, they have to go in for a vagina inspection. They see a very specialized doctor. This doctor is called a gynecologist, and he has a very special set of equipment he uses to do this vagina inspection. It starts off with a hat. He has a hard hat with a light on it. It's like a light so he can see inside the vagina. It's like a miner's hat, and it comes down, and you can turn it on. It's like a miner 69er, so you can see inside the vagina. And then he has a very special set of goggles. These are wraparound goggles. They go across his eyes because he can't get any vagina juice in his eyes. And on one side, there's like a telescopic lens. It goes in and out so he can see small details. And then he also has a very specialized piece of equipment. It's called a spatulum or a specular. And you insert this inside the woman's vagina and it opens it up. You put it in, he goes, boop, and it opens it up. Yes, you insert the spatulum and he goes, boop, and it opens it right up and you can see inside the vagina. And then he has a clipboard with a piece of paper on it that he formulates a very specific report. This is a very important report. So the woman comes in, she's in the stirrups, it's all set up, and he's got his goggles on and his hat, and he gets everything ready, and he's got the light on, and he's down, and he's looking around, and he's taking notes. He's going like, oh my God, and he's making notes. And he formulates this very special report, which I refer to as the pussy facts. That's right. Anytime you start dating a new woman, always ask for the pussy facts. You never know where that ass has been. I'm telling you. You might be getting a model with blown fallopian tubes. She could have overheating ovaries. She might have a uterus that's gone capooterous. Always ask for the pussy facts. Yes. You know, that's weird that I say pussy facts because here's the thing. Over the years, the vagina has had many pet names. They have. And, you know, like probably the most common pet name is the pussy. And I have to understand things. I do. I have a need to understand what they mean. And I understand that. Like a pussy cat is soft and you can pet it. And a vagina is soft and you can pet it. So I get that. Pussy, you know. And then probably the second most common pet name is kitty. I used to have a girlfriend and we would call hers the kitty. We had little inside jokes. Good kitty. Bad kitty. But yeah, that's another, and I get that. See, pussy cat, kitty is just a derivation of pussy, like pussy cat, cat, kitty. I get it, yes. And then there's some other ones like patch and snatch, and those are kind of self-explanatory. Like patch has a little landing strip of fur above it, kind of like a little patch of hair. And snatch, there's some called a snatch because if you get anything near them, like a penis or a dildo or a tongue, it'll just open up and take it. It's like, whoop. It just like snatches it out of midair, like, whoop, and it's gone. Those are called snatches. And then there's a new one. It's kind of new in the Urban Dictionary. It's called a hoo-ha. I was like, wait, what the fuck is a hoo-ha? And it turns out I did some research, and a hoo-ha is a happy term. Like, for instance, hoo-ha is very similar to yahoo or hooray. Anytime a guy is near a vagina, it's a happy time. So that's where hoo-ha came from. I can just hear the parade in Hollywood right now. Hoo-ha for Hollywood, hoo-ha for Hollywood, hoo-ha for Hollywood, hoo-ha. Yes, I love music. I do. I love music. I love it. You wouldn't think as like a middle-aged white guy that I would like rap and hip-hop and stuff, but I do. There's a Nicki Minaj song where this black dude is talking about his black anaconda. Yes, he's going on about my anaconda is black. My anaconda is black. See, here's the thing. I'm a white guy, so I have a white anaconda. That's right. My anaconda's white. It may not be quite as big as the biggest black anaconda in the world, but it's a good size anaconda. That's right. My anaconda is pretty good size. It is, and it's white. That's what I have is a white anaconda. Yes. You know, another thing about music I love is all the different artists. One of my favorite artists is Pink. She has a fairly recent song about a breakup. It's called Blow Me One Last Kiss. I just have to set the record straight, okay? So the guy is thinking, blow me one last time. Hand to God, okay? You can't say, Pink, especially Pink, she cannot say blow me in a sentence because that's all the guy heard. He didn't hear blow me one last kiss. He just heard blow me. What the fuck is she thinking? You can't say blow me in a sentence, Pink. That's not right. And everybody remembers the Eagles. We all know the Eagles. You know, it turns out in the beginning, the Eagles didn't know what to name themselves. At first, they thought about the California Condors. And then they thought about the Hawks, but it turns out an Atlanta basketball team already had that name. They eventually settled on the Eagles. And I did some research and I found out exactly how that meeting went. They were all sitting around the table at the Name the Band meeting. And it went kind of like this. Okay. Industrial equipment? No. Geographical locations? No. Farm animals? No. I got it. Birds. Oh, hey. Yeah. And they eventually settled on the Eagles. Who names their band after a bird? They're like rodents with lice. That's pretty stupid. And you know what? The Eagles have some scary shit. They do. They have one song that is very, very scary. It's almost demonic. Everybody remembers Hotel California? Yes, that's some demonic shit. They're talking about in the master's chambers. You can check out, but you can never leave. That's pretty scary. And it happened around the time of the Manson murders. So it had to be Hotel California, right? Like Hotel New Mexico. That's just not quite as scary. Hotel Ohio doesn't exactly strike fear into you. Hotel Indiana doesn't leave you shaking in your boots. No. It had to be Hotel California. Yeah. I have a need to understand the lyrics of songs. I do. I've actually written Kid Rock a letter. I want to know just exactly what does baw to the baw da bang, a dang diggy diggy diggy, said the boogie, set up jump the boogie. What the fuck does that mean? You can't even write that down. What was he trying to say? Baw to the baw da bang, a dang diggy diggy diggy, said the boogie, set up jump the boogie, baw to the baw. What the hell is that? He hasn't answered my letter yet. I'm about to file off a critical email to the record label. I need to get to the bottom of this. I grew up in the 70s, and I grew up listening to a very famous radio show, talk show news host guy. His name was Paul Harvey. And I could just hear Paul saying those very words right now. Ball to the ball, da bang, a dang, diggy, 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 said the boogie, said up jumped the boogie. Yeah, what the hell was he saying in that? As a little kid, I can remember my mom used to sing us songs as little bitty babies. We were little kids. And there was one song that always stuck out in my mind, and I can still hear it today. It was, down in a meadow in a little bitty pool swam three little fishies, and the mama fishy too. The mama fishy said, swim if you can, and they swam right over the dam. A boop boop, did 'em, dad 'em, wad 'em, chew. And as an adult, I've always thought about that song, and I kind of thought, so the author wrote him a nice little song. He's got him a nice little jingle there, and he's thinking to himself, let's see, how will I end this? What would be a good ending to my little song? And he goes, oh, hey, I got it. Boop, boop, did 'em, dad 'em, wad 'em, chew. What the fuck is that? Who says boop, boop, did 'em, dad 'em, wad 'em, chew? He's just making up sounds. At the front, there's two boops. Not one boop, but two. And then he's got did 'em, dad 'em. How do you even spell did 'em? Is it D-I-D-A-M or D-I-D-U-M? And at the end, it's a chew. Is it the American chew, C-H-E-W? Or is it the Chinese chew, C-H-U? And like one did 'em wasn't enough, he has a did 'em and a dad 'em. He's just making, how do you write that down? Boop, boop, did-em, dad-em. Well, you can't even spell that stuff. He might as well just make some shit up. Ick, mick, lock, mock, and quit him. Yes, yeah, that's what he ought to do. Yes, I love music. I do. I put this little song together because girls, it's hard raising girls. And you don't even want to think about some of the things, but mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowgirls. Because cowgirls like smoky old pool rooms and big fat penises. Yes, they smoke them. They're like,